This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tanner Muse. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jordan Brooks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Returnable for Lockett. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That is incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Pushes, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Tanner Muse able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 53 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. following the penalty. It's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
From midfield now, here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 27 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Bills have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B. One starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And Diggs has it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free. On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On first down, Wilson. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson, eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Milano coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. After the sack on first down, Wilson, touchdown. It's complete. Chris Carson, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't...
There he goes right side. You go like this. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Bass on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 24, Seahawks 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's got room. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, that's Sweeney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Shakes off the side. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And again, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. One of the best of the last decade or so. Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Bills 31, Seahawks 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Rolling to his right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there for the Bills. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flush to his... And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They run here with Singletary, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Again, it'll be Singletary, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last position.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Check 43.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Freddie Swain, 30 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Right back to Singletary on second down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Here.
the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got the boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped on Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chopped it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God and in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk another line. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen now on first down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson steps away to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive set. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. The 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. First to 5 Diggs. He can do a lot of things. He can be a possession type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Carson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Wilson. That one to Swain complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. On first down, it's Carson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd down and goal. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Diggs. Up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go back to Carson here on second. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. To the air, Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs
it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 29, Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
On third down, Wilson rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Singletary, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Hallett. Flush to his right. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
They'll live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Third and long, it's Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Seattle. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Pressure, man.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Allen. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Rolling to his left. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flush to his right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Freddie Swain there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Allen. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 2nd and 16. Allen. And that's complete to Davis. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Allen. Forced out to his left.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by DJ Reed.